Hello and welcome to another episode of the JustKaffy podcast. Yes, it's season 2 and we are now at episode 11. Today we're going to be talking about the path towards healing from, the pain and trauma of, losing a marriage or any relationship at all. And I'm going to be speaking from my own personal experiences and what I had to do to put myself on a journey of healing. And I'm going to try as much as possible to put all of this in in 20 minutes if I can, because it's really it's a journey. Okay. And some of these journeys are years. So the first thing I want to tell you is on the journey of healing is you need to give yourself time and you need to be very patient with yourself because pain is painful. I don't know if I said that right. Pain is so painful that when it is paining you, you'll be looking for something that should take away the pain. That I need it to stop. Please let it stop. And it almost looks like you're looking for that instant pain reliever. Let me break it to you. There can be small relief here and there, but you're going to have to face the pain to thoroughly heal. Okay? In the process of all these painful experiences, your mind is going to be in a turmoil of psychological, emotional, physical jarring. I'm telling you, you're going to be all over the place. You're going to be traumatized. You're going to be triggered depending on the kind of betrayal you got, whether you came out of an abusive relationship. That's different degrees of trauma. Some of them are emotional abuse. Some of them are a combination of emotional abuse and physical abuse. Some could be death. You lost a partner that you can never get back again. I don't know what your pain source is, but one thing I know about pain is that there's a process to it. And one of the journey is accepting the fact that what has happened has happened. Going through the phase where you stop blaming yourself, even if you were at fault. So this is for both if you're a victim of it or if you're the person who are the perpetrator and you are ready to change your life. Like I said, where there's a will, there's a way. Where there's life, there's hope. And whether you know that there's somebody bad was done to you and you want to correct your life, you are all going to go through the journey of needing to heal. Healing is necessary for you to really live your life to your fullest, for you to be valuable to the purpose at which God brought you on earth for. And like I said in my last episode, please do not rule out yourself because somebody ruled you out. God did not rule you out. If God wanted to rule you out, your light bulb will be gone. Bye. You go down, die. You understand? The person will go rule out, and the person will don't finish. Say we are off. They come. But as long as you wake up in the morning and you're still breathing, which sometimes it feels like, kill me now. Why am I still alive? I need to die. I can't take it. Like there's this level of jarring pain that you can feel. Like it almost feels like somebody's taking machete and stabbing you. You feel it like it's happening. And it does feel as that painful. But you need to fight. Healing is a fight. Don't let anybody make you feel like healing is like you are lying down in one spa and somebody's fixing your leg, somebody's injecting your hand, somebody's helping you fix it. No, it's war. Healing is war. You need to decide every day that you're not going to allow yourself to fall because you will be falling. Fall and get up. Cry and wipe your tears. Feel sad, shake it up. That is what I kept on doing. When the pain kept on coming, I conquered pain day by day. One thing I know for sure, the sting lessens with time. The sting lessens with time. That is the reason why when the time comes, when the pain triggers you and you come, yes, enter that moment, cry out, release, let out the toxins. Most of the time when the trauma comes or the trauma pain comes or the memory comes, just pull through it. Don't try and dance around it. You understand what I'm saying? Don't try and skirt it. Get help. Get professional help. More than anything. Sometimes you even need to reduce the voices in your head because if you have so many people that are talking to, sometimes that can also demoralize you because some people are going to say something that is more of a trigger in their process of trying to help than it even helping you. You understand? I've had cases where people that love me, that are around me, in the process of trying to tell me something that are soothing, actually says things that now look like I'm being attacked for what has happened, or you should have known, if only you have. I told you before, I saw this coming. You didn't listen to us in the beginning. You know, those kind of things, they are more of triggers than help, even though they are cocooned around a place where people just want to let you know that they are there for you, even though they saw it coming, you didn't see it coming. Love is blind, love is blind, love is blind. It's not your fault. You're not an oracle. If you're being honest to somebody, you can't tell that that person is going to be dishonest to you. You can't. Yes, there are telltale signs and red flags for general behavioral traits, but some people are sneaky like that. If you can't tell, you can't tell. And you can't beat yourself up for not knowing. One of the things I did within my marriage when I found out about the whole infidelity situation going on was I started building a mental wall for myself, a shield. In my home, I had a shield. And in that shield, I hung on to God so much. I was using sermons. I had Miles Monroe. In fact, I think I chased clarity more than just trying to heal, because another thing is the quality of the kind of healing matters. I was chasing my why. What confirmed my decision? Why did I pick the kind of man I picked? What have I done wrong? Where was I wrong while I was right? What did I say? How did I say it? You understand what I'm saying? The manner at which I said it. How could I have said it better? What is even the principles that need to be followed in a relationship? What did I miss? It's in that process I started getting clarity that, oh my gosh, I have missed it from the beginning, no? From the way this relationship was established, even though emotions was what connected us, attraction and all of that, certain principles and guidelines were not followed. And because we did not go through those due processes, this is bound to happen, because the due processes will have already also revealed the areas that were red flags and will have decided at that moment how to deal with it or to move on away from it. And all those didn't happen. So seeking healing shouldn't be limited to just trying to douse pain. Seeking healing should also be an opportunity for you to acknowledge more knowledge about your situation, what led you there, how you can begin to be a stronger person for yourself first, in order to be able to communicate or live with the other person. If you're still at that time, for me, I was still in the same house with the person hurting me. You understand? And if you have a partner who could gaslight you or put you in a position where they've done so much wrong, and they were like, but I've said I'm sorry, and even I said I'm sorry, you should not now continue to feel this way. Sorry does not finish the healing process. Sorry is just a beginning, because you're letting the person know that you're remorseful. But if you now demand from the person to heal on behalf of you not wanting to face the consequences of the hurt you've done, that is total evil. And it's unfair to the party. However, I don't even want to dwell on from the POV of the person who did you wrong. I want to dwell from the POV of you. Because at the end of the day, nobody can fix you. Yes, you can get good people around you, good systems around you, but you are the one to take the leap. Sometimes the leap is hard. Sometimes you do not want to move. You do not want to lift your hand, your head. You just feel worthless, useless. You don't feel beautiful anymore. You don't feel attractive. It does a lot of damage. But I sought God. I read books about relationships. I listened to sermons for Miles Monroe, Pastor Kingsley Okonkwo. So many people. God was just leading me to so many people, especially also T.D. Jakes, Women Thou Art Loose. I listened to the Principles of Singleness from Miles Monroe. You guys should check them out on YouTube. I'll probably put those links in the comment section so that you guys in the link below, so that you can get to some of those links. They helped. And you know what? Every messenger had a message for the time and the phase of my healing process. So there was one that first of all broke it down to me that, look, this is how you have messed up. This is a mistake you have made. Now, let's not sit on it. Now, this is how you move from there. This is how you become a better person. It is much better to start seeking your oneness with God and self than seeking reconciliation with the other party who might not be ready or have the capacity to be ready for such a journey of reconciliation. We'll be right back. And we are back. So we're talking about healing. And the healing for me is a personal journey. You don't need the person that hurt you to be part of that. You don't. You need to heal for you. You are worthy. You are beautiful. Nobody determines your value. Nobody can hurt you as much as you let them. They can only hurt you as much as you let them. And that saying is it seems simple, but it's not easy. Because when you truly love somebody, there's an expectation from that person. And it's not natural. It's completely natural. However, most of us need to learn to validate ourselves from within and not from outside. And this journey of getting to self-validate yourself can take years. For me, it started before my marriage ended. It started like 3 years before it ended. Because I was separated inside before I was separated. I was just trying to see what I can do to make it better. I was trying to see the best we can do to be on the same journey of self-discovery and reconciliation. But we're not exactly on the same journey. And I realized that at the end of the day, for my sanity and for my purpose in life, I needed to leave. I had to leave. I had to leave not just for myself. I also had to leave for the other party to deserve a life where he also can find himself. So, and also live without bitterness, without animosity. Yes, you can be pained, you can be angry at the person, but you don't need to be bitter or resentful. And again, don't forget, we have kids together. So it's also important not to transfer the aggression, the hurt, the resentment, the bitterness to your children towards your spouse. That I would not support. I'm not a vengeful, vindictive human being, and I would not do anything to make my kids hate their father by themselves. However, them knowing what happened was important so that my daughter and son understand that you don't treat people that way. However, they are not going to see the flaws of their dad and hate him for that, because the kids also do wrong and we still love them. So I would not teach anybody like that. And if we really want God to forgive us, we also need to practice and be like God. Because God lives in us. We want to be like him. We can't be him, but we want to emulate qualities that he wants us to have on earth. And forgiveness is one of the major things that, is important. And forgiveness is important to me. That's why sometimes I don't get it when people keep a grudge for so long. I don't know how to do it. The best you can do is set boundaries. And if it's somebody that you really want back into your life, it is okay to set boundaries for people, no matter how close, even family members, to the point where by the end, their space into the closeness of your inner circle. Because when your people enter your core and shake it, that starts breaking you from being you, totally you. You understand? And, on the journey of healing, even after the separation had happened, you understand, there was a level of liberation that I got. However, I hadn't healed from certain things that I discovered later when I had a best friend betray me. Realize that, I'm still clinging. I'm still clingy. I'm still needy. But I just had a friend that I could speak to. I could share it. So imagine you're not dating somebody, but you have someone that you speak to almost like you are dating the person. You understand? And that person betrays you. It hurts almost like a marriage because, every relationship is like a marriage. It's like a commitment. It's like a partnership. Whether it's your friend, your best friend, your sister, your mother, your father, it's a commitment. So when that kind of thing is severed, it has its own consequence. One thing that I realized is that, why is this thing repeating itself? Even though it's in a different form. Because I placed them on a pedestal. And I placed them on a pedestal that they didn't even place themselves. They didn't place me. Secondly, it's almost like I'm replacing them with God. I speak to people more than I speak to God. I have a relationship seeking my worth in the eye of man that I did with God. And God was seeing that. I said, this girl is about to put herself in another level of disaster again. She's about to make another bad decision again. I cannot give her that kingdom man if she's going to be like this. If she's going to need men more than me, if she's going to need a friend more than me, if she's going to need her sister more than me, if she's going to need her father more than me, because all these people have the tendency of messing her up. I'm the only one that is faithful and steadfast. I'm the one that mercy endured forever. I'm the one that puts grace over her life. I am her provider and her protector. And I am a jealous God. And the more God loves you, the more he's going to protect his space around you. He's not a bad God. He's a just God. And God is not going to tamper with your will. But God has a way of putting certain things in your path to do what? Wake you up from that delusion and illusion that you need another human being to become you. You do not. No matter, I don't care how nice anybody is to you. I don't care how beautiful they are. Please have a part of your mind ready to know that there's a timeline to a lot of things. Even some people that you didn't have any bad thing happen with, both of you can live your life. You know, there's some people that they just travel. And they were very close to you and they just traveled. That's all what happened. And because of that, they are not able to be close to you again. What do? You're going to move on. Another thing I want to talk about is the inner child. There's the inner child in us. And I can bet to a high level of percentage, I don't want to put a number to it, that a lot of us have been broken from childhood. A lot of loneliness that we feel, abandonment that we feel, attachment that we feel comes from childhood trauma, from emotionally unavailable parenting, from only getting to be valued by the validation of the good you do. Nobody just likes you for you being you. You have to give them something, say something, do something before you earn gratitude, before you earn you are nice. You understand what I'm saying? The world is already determining what beauty is. So you want to conform and change your looks. Go for BBL. Go for breast surgery. I'm not against people. I'm not no judgment for those that want to alter their body for a situation. But you better be altering it for you. If you want to alter, you want to have big breasts, let it be that you yourself and I, for yourself, you wake up in the morning and you see that big breast and you are loving yourself more. Let it not be that you want to go and have that extra breast because you want one man to love you more, or you want the society to like your pictures more, or you want to get to the room and people should say, as long as it's an external reason that is conforming your decision, you will be hurt. I was body shamed a lot as a kid. I grew not having total confidence. As much as you see me confidence on stage, I'm confident in my act. I'm confident in what I do, but I'm not even confident in myself. Do you understand? This is me sharing a vulnerable side. So, how do you get that back? How did I get that back? I had to look for my inner child. I had to look at the 8-year-old Kaffy, the 8-year-old Kaffayat, and start calling her back out of that cave. She's there, sunken child. I saw her. It was a day that I got into my spirit and I saw her asking to come out, asking to become, because everything Kaffy has become has been a human being proving point to the world. Yes, it's okay to try and prove something that you value, or try to prove an idea that you can be anything in this world and be valuable, that you don't need to be a doctor, lawyer, engineer before you can be valued. That was what I was trying to prove. But it was still externally validating, trying to externally validate that. And if people were not reacting to that, I'm going to feel bad. But within me, am I that? Why do I need people to see that before I'm that? So I needed to balance what I was saying with who I really am. Because what I'm saying is like, I know what I'm saying. I know what I am. Do I feel like what I am? Am I being what I am? Am I doing what I am? From inside out. Not entirely. So you need to find that inner child. Some of you have been traumatized as children. Some of you have even blocked out some memories. You need to heal from there. You need to trace those systems. I'm going to put in a link, Pastor Jerry Flower's teaching that spoke about that if you want to change your system, you need to go and look for the source. That sermon helped my life. It really did. And I'm going to try, and I'm definitely going to put it there so that you can click on that link. Most of the materials and resources I used, I'm going to be putting it in the videos that are to come. The last video too, I posted some. Go check it out. This video, I'm going to do the same thing for you guys to go and look at some of the materials that I listen to. And also, I'm not paid for this, but I'm also, Stefan Speaks. You look for him. He has books about healing after betrayal. He has books about sister, she is lying, how to get your Boaz, how to get your kingdom woman, things like that. You need to surround yourself and educate yourself, because you are a product of your thoughts, and your thoughts are a product of what you put in there. So if you remove the bad things and put in fresh things, you start thinking freshly and you start doing new ways. So I want to say, I wish you healing. Take time on yourself. You are beautiful and you are worthy. See you next time.